मुच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत्। अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु। तदात्मनि निरते यौपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओमित्येतदक्षरमुद्गीतमुपासीत ओमिति ह्युद्गायते तस्योपव्याख्यानम्। सोऽहं भगवः मन्त्रविदेवास्मि न आत्मवित् श्रुतं ह्येव मे भगवद्ऋषेभ्यः तर्दिशोकमात्मविदिति। सोऽहं भगवः शोचामि तं मा भगवान् शोकस्य पारं तारयत्विति। तं होवाच यद्वै किञ्चित् एतदध्यगीष्ठाः नामैवैतत्। सोऽहं भगवः एतत् सर्वं जानन्नपि, in spite of having all this knowledge of all the scriptures, mantra vedavahamasmi, I am only the knower of mantra, shabdarthamatra vijnanavanevamasmi. I know the scriptures, but I think that I simply know the meaning of the words, that's all I know. So, in spite of knowing the words and the meaning, natu atmavida, but then I am not the knower of the self. So, Vashyakara explains what is meant by knowing the mantra but not knowing the Atma. ननु व्याकरणादि वेदांग ज्ञानवत्वस्य पूर्वोक्तत्वात् व्युत्पन्नस्य तद अर्थज्ञानं च भवत्येव. So when you read the passages of the Vedas and when you have the knowledge of Vedanga, the Vyakaranam, Nirukti, Nirukta, etc., so when you have that knowledge, then Vyutpannasya, then you know the meaning of these passages also. Tadartha jnanam cha bhavatyeva. So when you understand the meaning of the various patches of Vedas, then whatever those passages convey, then you know, if Atma is the main topic of the Vedas, then that is what those passages convey. So if sage Narada knows the meaning of the passages of Vedas and the meaning is Atma, then he should know Atma. How does sage Narada say that? I know the mantra, but I do not know the Atma. So what is the difference between the knowledge of mantra and knowledge of Atma? Even though Atma is what is revealed by mantras. So mantras reveal the Atma. Vedahi sarvehi ahame vedya sarvedaha yat padam amananti. All the Vedas with one voice only revealed the nature of the self, call it self or truth or the reality. Lord Krishna says, I am the one that is known through all the Vedas. So Veda has only one subject matter, and that is Atman or Ishvara. And says Narada understands the meaning of the Vedas because he is well versed with the Vedanga, with Vyakaran, with Nirukta. So understands what the passages mean. And if the meaning of all the passage is Atma, then how come he knows the meaning of the passages and does not know the Atma? Shabdarth matra vijñavan vijñanavanasmi. And the one who knows merely the Shabdartha, the meaning of the words. So Shabdartha matra, only the meaning of the words. What else can the words convey? Shabdartha matra, Bhashyakara says. Matra means only artha, the meaning of the Shabda, the words or the passages of the Vedas. That means that there is something more to know other than what the words reveal. Grammatically, there is something else to know, something more to know, and that I do not know. So Bhashyakara says, Sarvohi Shabdah Abhidhanamatram. Abhidhanam cha sarvam mantreshu antarbhavati. Every word is a name of a substance, of an object. And by the word mantra is meant all the words. And in mantra, all the words get included. And the words are just words reveal the corresponding objects. Every word reveals a corresponding object. And by the word mantra is meant all the words. I know all the words of the Vedas, and therefore I know all the objects and the substance that is revealed by the Vedas. Durgadibhi sarvaihi karamatrame pratipadyameti maya jnatam. Or another meaning of the word mantra with I am, meaning that karma with I am, inasmuch as the mantras or the passages of the Vedas reveal karma. So this is what I understood Vedas so far. So my understanding of Vedas is that Vedas reveal karma. That's all I can see in Vedas. So when you know the literal meaning of the passage of the Veda, that is karma. So literally Vedas reveal karma, but as far as Lakshana Vritti is concerned, they will reveal Atma. So my understanding of Vedas is that Vedas reveal karma. Therefore, karma ved eva aham asmi. I am only the knower of karma or the rituals. So then the question is, Nanu, so na Atma Veda, na Atmanam Veti, but I do not know the Atma. Nanu Atma api mantrahi prakashyadeva iti. When you say that Atma is the subject matter of the Vedas, and naturally the mantras, the passages of the Vedas reveal Atma. Divyo Hyamurtaha Purushaha Sabahya Bhyantaro Heja. These mantras reveal the Atma. So how can he say that I know the meaning of passages and I do not know the Atma? Because there are specific mantras. There is true that there are passages which reveal karma, but there are passages which reveal Atma also. And when he studies Vedas, he studies all the passages and meaning of all the passages, meaning Upanishads. Then how come he knows mantras and does not mantras of Upanishads and does not know Atma, which is the what is revealed by the mantras? So nanu Atma pi mantra hi prakashyate iti. There is a virodha that knowing mantra and not knowing Atma. If Atma is what is revealed by mantra, how do you know the mantra and do not know the Atma? Says no, abhidhana abhidhe vedasya vikaratvat. So there is one thing where abhidhanam, abhideya are different from each other. There is another meaning where the meaning transcends abhidhanam and abhideyam. So the word abhidhanam, abhideya, what is meant by the word? Word and the object which this is revealed by the words. So word and the meaning. There the word is one thing, meaning is another thing. So if you know Atma as the meaning of the word, then you know what? Abhidhana, abhideya, bhedasya. Then you know the Atma as the meaning of the word, where the meaning is different from the word. Then that bheda or the duality is involved, which is vikaratvat. Wherever duality is there, it is vikara, subject modification. Nacha vikara, meaning that every word reveals something which is a change, which is changing. So meaning of every word is an object which is invariably changing, and Atma cannot be a changing entity. Therefore, Atma cannot be revealed by the words. Nanu Atma api Atma Shabdena Bhidiyate. But there is the word Atma, and the word, doesn't the word Atma reveal Atma? It says no. Yato vacho nivartante yatra nanyat pashyati nanyat shrunoti ityadi. It says no. Yato vacho nivartante. Even the word Atma also returns back without reaching what Atma is. So Atma is not even the meaning of the word Atma. So the word Atma also does not reach to Atma. Yatra nanyat pashyati. That knowledge of Atma is devoid of all the duality. So if the knowledge of Atma involves the duality between the word and the meaning, then that also is also dismissed. Yatra nanyat vijanati. But the no word known duality also is not there. Meaning in the knowledge of Atma, there is no duality whatever. And if you know Atma as a meaning of a word, Atma, then that meaning being different from the word, you know the Atma only in the realm of duality. But in true knowledge of Atma, there is no duality. Therefore, that meaning of the word Atma, which involves duality between the word and the meaning, cannot be the true meaning of the Atma, because Atma is devoid of all duality. Katham tari Atma eva adhastat sa Atma ityadi shabdaha Atmana pratyayanti. But the fact remains that wise people do know the Atma, and they came to know the Atma from the passages of the Upanishads. Atma eva adhastat, Atma purastat, Atma paschat. So when this description of tat satyam sa Atma, after all, these are the words from which the wise people have known the Atma, meaning that the words word Atma does reveal Atma, because there are people who know the self, and from these words only. So then, if the word Atma does not mean Atma, then what manner do the enlightened people know the Atma from these passages that Atma is in the front and Atma is at the back and Atma is everywhere and you are Atma? So you can see the Anandagiri in the line 17, Atma Shabdena Avachasya Atmanah Tena Lakshanaya Pratipatti Sambhavat. Atma Shabdena Avachasya. Atma is not the meaning of the word Atma. Atma is not the literal meaning of the word Atma. Atma Shabdena Avachasya. The Atma that cannot be conveyed even by the word Atma. In the literal sense, Atmana Tena Lakshanaya Pratipatti Sambhavat. The same Atma can be known from the word Atma through Lakshana Vritti. So Atma which cannot be known by the word Atma through Vachyartha or the literal meaning, same Atma however can be known by the word Atma through Lakshana Vritti, through the implied meaning. Meaning that when you transcend Vachyartha, there is no relationship between Vachyartha and Lakshyartha. It is like relation between the snake and the rope. So somehow you jump from snake to the rope. And so there is no, what shall I say, there is no continuity there. There is no linear relationship. It is Manduka Pluti, like a frog, it just, jumps. There is no, it doesn't walk on the air, it just jumps. Similarly also, you somehow jump from the Vachyartha to Lakshyartha. Meaning the word Atma has a capability of enabling you to know Atma through Lakshana Vritti. So same word which cannot reveal Atma by Vachyartha can however reveal Atma through Lakshyartha. That being the case, Pratipatti Sambhavat, therefore, since that Pratipatti or knowledge is possible, no Upakrama, Upasamhara, Virodha Asti. So Upakrama also starts with word Atma, Upasamhara also Atma Vadastat. That's quite alright. That I do not know the Atma is Upakrama and I know the Atma is Upasamhara. That both are alright. There is no contradiction. When Narada says, I do not know Atma, at the end he says, I know Atma. So, today from the word Atma, I do not know Atma. At the end, from the same word Atma, he knows Atma. Isn't that a contradiction? There is no contradiction. Because today, he only knows Vachyartha. When he says, I know the Atma, he knows Lakshyartha. Therefore, it is not a contradiction. So, or if you look at the other tika, in the line 34, or if you look at Narendra Puriyam Tippanam, line 10, Anatma Shabale Chetane Gruhita Shaktika Shabda Lakshanaya Nirupadike Jnana Hetu Hiti Shrauta Nirdeshasya Tatparyam. Anatma Shabale Chetane. Shabala means Aupadika. So Chetanam of the Atma, they is conditioned by Anatma. Meaning Atma identified with the body, mind, sense complex. That Atma. Gruhita Shaktika Shabda. So what Atma has the Shakti of revealing what? The Anatma Shabala Chaitanya. The word Atma today reveals the same consciousness as identified with the body-mind complex. So that capacity the word Atma has. So Atma has the capacity to reveal Atma, but with the upadhi of body-mind complex. Word Atma reveals the sopadhika Atma with upadhi. So, Gruhita Shaktika Shabda, that is Shakti or Vachyartha. So, what every word has a Shakti or the power, and what Atma therefore has a capability of relieving the self with Upadhi. Lakshanaya Nirupadike Jnana Hetu. The same word by Lakshana Vritti becomes the Jnana Hetu, the means of knowing the Nirupadik Atma. So it is Nirupadika that is reward of all the duality. So in Lakshana Vritti, the duality of the word and the meaning doesn't remain. Because word and meaning both are dropped. So as long as duality of the word and the meaning is there, so long the true nature of Atma is not known. What is meant by Lakshana Vritti is where the word also disappears, drops. So literal meaning also is dropped. And by Lakshana Vritti, the true meaning of Atma is revealed. Now this is also only a miracle, nothing else. Also inexplicable. Although Vedantins think that they can explain everything, this can't be explained really. A word cannot reveal an object by a Vachyartha, and by Lakshyartha it reveals means what? So whether that, whatever it is, that word triggers something by which this person comes to know the true meaning of the word Atma. So that something is inexplicable, understand? So therefore knowledge also is inexplicable. Ascharyavat pashyati kasyadenam, as it will be quoted later on. It's an ascharya that I know. Because otherwise, by this word I do not know. But same word somehow reveals to me what I am. That's really great ascharya. Because so far it did not reveal, and now it reveals. So Lakshanaya Nirupadike Jnana Hetu. The very word Atma becomes Jnana Hetu, becomes the means of knowledge by Lakshana Vritti. Same thing is also stated by the Abhinava Narayanananda Saraswati, line 34. Sopadike Atmani Gruhita Sanketa. So he used Sanketa. That's why I read earlier Shaktika, So yes, Sanketa means only Shakti. So Gruhita Sanketa Atma Adipadahi. But the words such as Atma, so Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta, Satya, etc. All these are different words. All of these words through Lakshana Vritti reveal the same thing. Vachyartha is different. Nitya is different. Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta, Satyam, Jnanam, Anandam. Each word has a different Vachyartha. But Lakshyartha, so Atma Adipadehi, all these words through their Shakti only reveal something that is conditioned, Sopadikam. So Sopadike Atmani Gruhita Sanketai Atma Adipadehi. So words such as Atma and others, which communicate this Sopadika Atma with attributes. Lakshanaya Mukhyatma Bodha Sambhavat. Same words by Lakshana Vritti can reveal Mukhyatma or Atma in the primary sense, Nirupadika Atma. Atma Vadhastad ityadi Atma Pratyayakatvam Bhavati. And therefore, it is possible that these words Atma Vadhastad, Atma Purastad, that these words can convey the knowledge of Atma through Lakshana Vritti. So knowing literally is called Mantravit. So knowing Vachyartha is Mantravit, knowing Lakshyartha is Atmavit. So Vashyakara doesn't use these words. The Tikakara, because we are used to these words. So whatever the Vedantic structure is, and all these words became then, familiar, common later on. These are all prakriyas. So Bhashyakara is trying to convey this. If you say Vachya, Lakshya, we think we understand. Maybe whether you understand or we think at least we understand. But Bhashyakara is struggling to explain this difference between the two kinds of meanings of the word. It wants us to understand that yato vacho nivartante, so atra vache prapti vachyatveena sambandha. Aprapya manasasah. Prapya, what is prapti? What can the word so attain? Is what? Vachyatveena sambandha. A word reveals, first of all, the vachyartha, the literal meaning, and that does not reach Atma. So, tat abhavat vacho nivartante iti uktya tasya abhidhetvam nishiddham. Since Atma cannot be the vachyartha, the literal meaning of any word, therefore Atma is not abhidheya in the primary sense. So word Atma is called abhidhanam, is a word. But Atma, nirupadika Atma cannot be the vachyartha, the literal meaning of the word Atma. So sopadika Atma is abhidheya. Nirupadika Atma is not an abhidheya. So abhidhana, abhidheya sambandha is there, means qualification is there. If Atma can be revealed by a word, then Atma has the attribute of being revealed. So being revealed also is an attribute. That Atma can be revealed by a word, so Atma possesses the attribute of being revealed, like a clock also. So clock can be revealed by the word clock, and table can be revealed by the word table. If Atma can be revealed by Atma, then just as clock and table are all qualified, possessed of attributes, Atma also becomes possessed of attribute. Sopadika Atma. But Mukhya Atma, Nirupadika Atma cannot be abhidheya. So Bhashyakara says, Sarvai abhidhana matram shabda. And so every word is abhidhanam only, revealing abhidheya. Abhidhana, abhideya bhedasya vikaratvat. So Bheda, or the duality between the word and the meaning, is vikara. The duality is vikara, or meaning also is vikara only. Anything that a word can convey is going to be in the realm of change. Because a word can only convey something which is limited, which is qualified. A word cannot reveal unqualified. So jati, guna, kriya, sambandha, all these, one of these visheshas is there, then only a word has a reach towards an object which is jati, kriya, guna, sambandha. Which is jati, a species, birth. Kriya performs some activity. Guna possesses some attribute. Sambandha is related to something. But Atma is devoid of all these visheshas. Therefore, it cannot be abhidheya in that sense. Therefore, abhidheyatva dharmati vishayan. So Bhashyakara says, Naisha dosha. Bhashyakara says, Naisha dosha hai. The dosha that you say, the defect, that how come the word Atma does not convey Atma and it conveys also? To the wise person, the same word Atma conveys what Atma stands for. So how do you explain that? If Atma cannot be communicated, then why do the Upanishads use the word Atma? If a word cannot reach the Atma and returns back without revealing the meaning, then how do the Upanishads only communicate Atma through words? So Upanishad itself says that Atma is beyond words, and Upanishad uses words to convey Atma. So this is a contradiction. Naisha dosha. Bhashyakara says dosha or the defect is not there. Why? So then explains. Dehavati pratyagatmani bheda vishaye pravijyamanaha shabdaha dehadinam atmatve pratyakhyayamane yat parishishtam sat avachyamapi pratyayate. देहवती प्रत्यगात्मनि भेद विषय प्रयुज्यमान शब्द आत्मा. So Shabda means word Atma and similar words. Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta, these words which are prayujyamana, which are employed or used for what? Dehavati Pratyagatmani. So they are used for denoting Atma, Pratyagatma, the innermost self, but Dehavati. What is Dehavati? So that which is identified with the Deha. Dehavati Dehopadhike. So word Atma and similar words are prayujyamana. So all of them are in fact employed to convey the self as identified with upadhi. Self with attribute of the upadhi. Sopadhika. So in fact only in that sense the teachers use the word Atma. You. So the immediate meaning of the word you is Shvetaketu. So how did he know himself as Shvetaketu, son of Uddalaka? One who did not understand this Adesha, that knowing one thing you know everything, who then asked, Katham sa Adesha bhavatiti, in what manner that this Adesha or teaching is, or the truth is that by knowing when you know everything. So then he became what? A Jignasu, a Shishya. Became qualified for Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. So looked upon himself as one qualified for Shravanam, Mananam, etc. Did not know that I am the same Devata. That's Sat, the Jagat Karanam, the Devata which has entered. Anena Jivena Atmana, Pravishya, Namarupe, Vyakarvani. That Devata, Param Brahma, which has entered this body for the clear manifestation of names and forms, that he does not know, that I am different from this Karikana Sanghata. That's Shvetaketu. So that is the meaning of the word you. And then when he was taught by the father, then realized that I am separate from this body, mind, sense complex. Then he came to know the Nirupadik Atma. So word you only reveals the individual. But then Bhashyakara, similarly word you or Atma or Shuddha Nitya Buddha Mukta, Bhed Vishay Prayujyamana Shabda, a word that is employed for revealing the self with Upadhi, which is where every Atma is different. It is Upadhi which creates the appearance of Bheda or duality in Atma. Even the Atma as consciousness is one, undivided, indivisible. And still people know Atma as divided from others. Just as the space is undivided, indivisible. But the pot space thinks that it is different from the room space. The pot space is what? Sopadhikam, meaning the space identified with the enclosure of the pot and looking upon itself as confined to the pot. So then it is different from other spaces. So Bhed Vishay Prayujyamana Shabda. So today Atma is thought to be different from Anatma. One Atma is thought to be different from other Atma. Bhed Vishay. So that is the Atma that is revealed by the word Atma. Then it doesn't make sense. How can I be Brahman? How can I Shvetaketu, son of Uddalaka, how can I be Brahman, the limitless? So Dehadinam Atmatve Pratyakhyayamane. Then realize it. Naham bhogyam pashyami. I don't see good in this. That I am Brahman. So then he says, what is the meaning of I? Then when the inquiry takes place, the I includes his body and sense organs and all this stuff goes with the word I, habitually. As the Swami used to say, when this little girl goes from her parents' home to grandparents, she carries with her all their toys and all that little, all pieces of cloth, which she's holding on to. All this she takes with her. Similarly also, when we use the word Atma, all these fellows join. The body and sense organs and mind interact, all this paraphernalia is there. But then you make an inquiry into the meaning of the word Atma, then Dehadinam Atmatve Pratyakhyayamane. So this is what the teacher makes him see. That you take yourself to be Shvetaketu. Shvetaketu is the name of this body-mind complex. Are you that? So Pratyakhyayamane, they do not deserve to be called Atma. I've been calling them Atma habitually without having given thought to it. I've taken for granted that Atma means all this stuff. In that, of course, the Pratyekatma is included. So Panchadashi says, what's the definition of Jiva? The Adhishthanam, which is Kutastha, Antahkaranam, which is the mind, and Chidabhasa, the consciousness reflected in the mind. All these three become Jiva. So he includes Adhishthanam also. So that Dehadinam Anatmatve Pratyakhyayamane. So either Antahkarana or sometimes Ajnanam also. Ajnanam and the consciousness reflected in Ajnanam also is called Jiva. So when in that whole, what shall I say, cocktail, so Pratyakhyayamane, you say that the Antahkarana cannot be Atma, Chidabhasa cannot be Atma, then what remains is what? The Kutastha. Yat parishishtam sat avachyamapi pratyayati. Yat parishishtam. So what remains as a residual by after negating what Atma is not? Now understand that this can only apply to Atma, to nothing else. Even though examples are given, but the reason why Sat or the Atma with avachya, meaning that which cannot be the meaning of the word Atma also, can be known as Atma by negating what Atma is not. Because that Sat or Atma is self-revealing and it is my own self. And it is already known. The thing is that when I take myself with Shvetaketu, already the Atma is included. So it is not that Shvetaketu is to be made Brahman. Atma is already shining as Brahman. Tattvam, you are Brahman, Tattvamasi. As you are Brahman. So Atma is shining, Anatma also is lumped together. So what is necessary when you eliminate the Anatma? Then what remains after what can be eliminated, So whatever can be negated, you can negate. But you cannot negate what is non-negatable. And so what is truth, Swamiji? What cannot be negated is truth. Alright. Swami said, I'll give you definition of truth. How can you define truth? Truth defined is truth defiled. So you come tomorrow. So what is truth? Abaditam, that which cannot be negated. So wow, that's right. The definite definition. But he came, Swamiji, I was awake whole night, and I constantly labored with the idea of what cannot be negated, but everything can be negated. So then what is truth? Come to lecture. No, tell me, I'll come to lecture. Says a negator cannot be negated. So fortunately, Atma is ourselves, otherwise it would have been impossible to know. If Atma was merely Nirakara, transcendental, you can never know it. If Turiyam is transcendental, meaning that it is never experienced by us, then there will be no desire to know and then you can never know it also. But when I experience myself as a waker, as a dreamer, as a sleeper, then also I do experience Turiya. Only because of Turiya that I can experience those things anyway. So this Turiya, call it Brahman, call it Atma, different words are used in different contexts, that's all. Since it is myself, self-revealing, already experienced and non-negatable, therefore whatever can be negated when it is dropped, let go. The big vairagya. Body I am not, let go. Sense organs I am not, mind I am not, intellect I am not. So, anatmatva pratyakhyayamane. So, recognizing that anatma is anatma, pratyakhyayamane, when that is negated. Yat parishishtam. So, that is called badha avadhi, the very culmination of badha, which is avadhi, up to the point or the limit to which you can negate, beyond which you cannot negate. So, what non-negatable remains? Avachyamapi, even though that is not the vachyartha of the word Sat or Atma, pratyayati. The word Atma enables him to know the Atma, which is the true meaning of the word Atma, which is nirupadika. So the word Atma, which is employed for indicating sopadika Atma, but that word will not reveal nirupadika Atma when you have to do something about it. So when he says you, then I know myself as sopadika Atma, and then when it doesn't make sense how I can be Brahman limitless, and therefore when that process of negating what I am not starts, culminates into the nirupadika Atma, because it's already there. I already am. I'm already self-shining. So that word Atma pratyayati creates in him the pratyaya, the knowledge or cognition of Atma. So that word Atma, which is employed for sopadika Atma, when the upadhis are negated, has a capability of revealing. Word has capability, means it's a prakriya. It's a method of arriving at Atma. So the Upanishad uses this method of enabling him to negate what Atma is not. Atma means I. So negate what you are not. What remains is you. Says Anandagiri in the line 18, Vishishte gruhita shabdah visheshana pratyukte yassanmatram parishishtam tadavachyamapi lakshanaya bodhayati ityartha. Vishishte gruhita shabda. Shabda means Atma. Vishishte sopadike dehavati. So Atma, word Atma, which is gruhita shabdah. So the word which has the capability of revealing the sopadika Atma, Vishishte. Visheshana pratyukte. So Vishishta means qualified. Visheshanam qualification. So that qualification, what? The Shvetaketu-ness. So Shvetaketu-ness is the Visheshanam. So Shvetaketu-ness, when it is given up from I, right now the I is known as Shvetaketu. So from that, the Shvetaketu-ness is given up. That's the Visheshana of I. The attribute of I is Shvetaketu. So when that Visheshanam is given up, Pratyukte. So when Shvetaketu-ness is given up, imagine, that's a big thing. You have to give up what I am holding on to so far. With my dear life, I am holding on. What to Shvetaketu-ness? My life is spent only in promoting Shvetaketu. Promoting Shvetaketu, making Shvetaketu visible, making Shvetaketu known, asserting Shvetaketu. What a tragedy. Our life is nothing but tragedy. We are just doing the wrong things. Every moment, all I am doing is always projecting Shvetaketu, asserting Shvetaketu, seeking recognition as Shvetaketu, trying to draw attention as Shvetaketu. That's all I am doing. That's our life. So, in that, the Nirupadika Atma is there, along with the Visheshana. So, Visheshana Pratyukte. When whatever makes me Shvetaketu, when that is given up, That includes my ahankara basically, and that includes all the notions that I have about myself, that I am so and so, pratyukte. So, this cannot be done simply in one point. This is a life process, understand? Not that knowledge will take place, that I was able to drop Shvetaketunas in. If you do that, in your day-to-day life, holding on to Shvetaketu all the time, I can't expect that Shvetaketu goes away from me, just because teacher says you are Brahman. When that becomes my life process, constantly I am letting go of Shvetaketunas. But Swamiji, nobody will ask me, let go of Shvetaketunas. Nobody will look at me, let it go. Nobody will recognize me, let it go. Nobody will respect me, let it go, If you want that, hold on to that. That's samsara. Holding on to samsara, we dearly holding on to it. Such a great tragedy in our life, But anyway, so that is why Acharyavan Purusha Vedas. That's why this is Guru Gamya only, because what is to be given up? Pratyukte yat sanmatram parishishtam. What is sanmatram? Only sat. Ekameva advityam parishishtam, which cannot be let go. Tadavachyamapi, even though that is not the vachyartha, the immediate meaning of the word sat, lakshana bodhayati. By lakshana vritti bodhayati, it enables the listener or the disciple to know the true nature of the self. So that is where all this sadhana, chatushtaya, sampati, etc. comes in. Where vairagi comes in there. Where nothing matters to me. In fact, you see, these scriptures keep on talking about bhoga and stuff like that, So, yaha mutara, the phalabhoga, viraga, everybody has. Talk of viraga from ahankara. Talk of that viraga. That vairagya nobody talks about. Oh, now I have given up all the bhoga, all pleasures are given up. But then you're not given up yourself. Yena tyajasi tat tyaja. It's a rare thing. So give up that by which you are giving up. Give up the giver up. That I am a giver up also is a holding on to something. And so people think that we are vairagya because I given up my home and stuff like that. That may be. But then I am holding on to something else. So Vinoba Bhava used to say that before taking sannyasa, this fellow possessed 500 things. After sannyasa, he possessed 5 things. Except the attachment yet for 500 things is now centered on 5 things only. Attachment remains the same. It was for 500 things before, it is for 5 things now. And so, there is no difference as far as this fellow's, problem is concerned. See, look at the other tika, line 36. So 75. Ateva bhed vishay bhidyamane abhideyatva dharma vishay atmani. In short, what atma? The literal meaning is atma is one possessed of, being the direct meaning of the word. So abhideyatva vadharmavati. Abhideyatva also becomes a dharma. That an object is the meaning of a word is abhideya. That is an abhideya. That it is the meaning of a word, that also is the qualification. So that is upadhi, and that also upadhi has to go. Atmatve pratyakhyayamane atmevadhastadityajana atma shabdarthasya vyapakatvam bruvana shruti. So you know what Shruti says? Atma alone is behind, Atma alone is purastad in front, Atma alone is side, right and left and up and down. So, ityadina Atma Shabdartha Vyapakatvam Brahmana Shruti. Hey Shvetaketu, hey Narada, understand that Atma is that which is behind and in the front and the right and left and up and down and everywhere. It is Vyapaka, it is all pervasive. So by that description of what Atma is, how Atma is behind, Atma is in front, Atma is right, Atma is left, basically what the Shruti says, Atma is Vyapaka, all pervasive. So Vyapakatvam Bruvana Shruti Dehasya Parichinnasya Tattva Anupatya. then you can see, am I behind? Am I in the front? Am I on the right? Am I all pervasive? I am not. Then dehasya parichinnasya. So Narada realizes that what I take myself to be does not fit with this description. So teacher says you are in the front and you are at the back and you are above and you are below and you are on the right, you are on the left, you are everywhere. That doesn't fit in with what I know myself to be. So dehasya parichinnasya tattva anupatya vyapakatva. That parichanna, deha which is limited, cannot be what the teacher describes me to be. Teacher says you are this, then what I take myself to be does not fit into what the teacher says. Atmatvam pratyakhyanti. So Shruti thereby is saying that this body is not you. That's another way of saying that you are all pervasive, meaning that you are not limited. And so whatever is limited, you are not. The body is limited and the mind is limited and you are not. So pratyakhyanti Shruti. Vishishtasya sadatmanah. So therefore the Shruti which enables this person to let go of what is limited. Parishishtasya sada, whatever is residual is what Sat or the Atma, Atmatvam Lakshana Bodhayati. Meaning that to know the true meaning of the word Atma, something needs to be done. That the word Atma does not reveal itself as it is, but expects me to carry out some process. For the word Atma to reveal its true meaning requires me to carry out a process of what? Of what does not fit or is not consistent with the meaning of the word Atma. Even the literal meaning of Atma is what? Yad apnoti, yachapnoti, that which pervades everything. And therefore, in that way, it invites me or guides me or makes me let go what does not fit with the meaning of the word Atma. So Shruti does that by this description. And so that deha, etc. is all parichinna. So when it is given a pratyakhyanti, atmatvam, so sadatmana atmatvam lakshana bodhayati. It teaches the Sat as Atma, call it lakshana vritti, or through this process. Really, lakshana vritti is required because I have wrong knowledge, otherwise, since about Atma I am already carrying notions and believing that I know what I am. Therefore this process is required to enable me, to make me understand that hey, I know myself not correctly. Because the way I know myself does not fit with what the way Shruti describes. So there is something wrong. Then where is the problem in me? Then I realize that I am holding out what is not Atma, and that's how you let go. So that way Shruti bodhayati. By initiating the process of negation on the part of this student, the Shruti enables him to know the true meaning of the word Atma. Atra anurupam drishtantam aham. That's an interesting thing. Says Anandagiri, kevala atmavishasya atmashabdasya tad darshanam antarena vishishtatma drishtimatrena katham prayogah. Katham va tat prayogepi tatah vakshit atmadihi ityashankya drishtantena pariharati. Keval atmavishasya atmashabdasya. The word Atma shabdasya, the word Atma, which is what? Keval atmavishasya. So what Atma really means? Nirupadika Atma. Kevala Atma means what? Only Atma devoid of Anatma. So what Atma means? Pure Atma. That's what the meaning of the word Atma is. And for that the word Atma is used by Shruti. Atma Shabdasya. Tad darsanamantarena Vishishta Atma Drishti Matrena. All we know is Vishishta Atma. So Shruti uses the word Atma for Nirvishesh Atma or Nirupadika Atma or Atma devoid of all attributes, which is not right now, which I do not know. So how do I know Atma? As Vishishta, as Sopadika, as limited. So all I have seen is limited Atma. So how can that word Atma enable me to know Atma which I have not seen? You see? From what you see, how is the word able to convey what you don't see? So what I see today is what? Vishishta Atma, limited Atma, Sopadika Atma. That's all I see. From that, how can that word Atma enable me to see Atma which is not seen? So if you see Atma without attributes, Atma with attributes, then you can say, all right, this is Atma, other is not Atma. But all I see right now is only Atma with attribute. I do not see Atma without attributes. So how can the word enable me to know what I have not seen? So tad darshan, if Kevala Atma also is seen, Nirvishesh Atma also is seen, and Savishesh Atma also is seen, then this is not that, and this is it, okay. But Savishesh Atma is all I have seen, Nirvishesh I have not seen. Then Katham Prayoga, then how does Shruti use the word Atma and tell me that your Atma, Nirvishesh Atma, when I do not know what Nirvishesha is? All I know is Savishesha. So how can Shruti use the word Atma to make me see gain the knowledge of Atma? Katham vad, suppose Shruti makes that prayoga. Suppose Shruti uses the word Atma for Nirupadika Atma. Tat prayoga, tata vivikshatmadi. But how do I gain the knowledge of what is intended by the Shruti? Vivakshita. So what is Vivakshita? It means Vaktamishtaha. So what Shruti intends to convey is Nirupadika Atma. So how can I have the knowledge of Nirupadika Atma, which is what Shruti means, when all I have is access to the Sopadika Atma? How does that word work? How does that word Atma work? When all I know is the limited Atma, how does the word Atma, how is it capable of enabling me to see the limitless Atma? Ita ashankya drishtanta, this is a long drishtanta. So not using technical words, vachya lakshya, Bhashyakara explains it as it should be explained. Because when the words are used, we think that we understood. So I know, lakshya, vachya, lakshya, that's the end of it. But no, yes, so Anandika says, what you see is something. From that, the word is to convey what you do not see. How does it happen? So, drishtantana parihati, Bhashyakara gives a drishtanta, an illustration to explain that. Yatha ityadi. So, Bhashyakara says, Yatha sarajikayam drisyamanayam senayam chhatra dvaja patakadi vyavahite adrishyamane pirajani esha raja drishyate iti bhavati shabda prayogah tatra kosau raja iti raja vishesha nirupanayam दृश्यमान इतर प्रत्याख्याने अन्यस्मिन् अदृश्यमानेपि राजनी राजप्रतीतिर्भवेत् तद्वत् यथा सराजिकायां सेनायां दृश्यमानायां. So what you see, the king is coming along with his army. So Drishyamanayam Sena, what you see is Sena. What you see is the army. The king is not visible. Why is he not visible? Chhatra, Dvaja, Patadadi, Vyavahite. The king is hidden behind his umbrella, and then his, what is it? Pataka, banners and flags. So this paraphernalia is there around the king, and therefore the king is not visible. What is visible is Sena, the army is visible. And so Sarajikayam, so Sena is the Kartru here. So the army which is possessed of king. So because what you see the army, you know the king is there. Because you see all the chinha. So Sanketa, that Sanketa means all the chinha. All the Sanketa chinha means all the indicated marks of the king are there in terms of the umbrella and in terms of the flags, in terms of the banners and all of this you see. So, you know, in Raja indirect, Paroksha Jnanam is there. Paroksha Jnanam because you don't have immediate knowledge. But still, Vyavahita, so Vyavahita means the one that is hidden behind all these umbrella, etc. That king, Vyavahita, Adrushyamanebhi, the Sena is seen, the army is seen, the king is not seen. Even then, Rajani, for that Raja, Esha Raja Drishyate, still I have seen, yeah, I saw the king. Even though he has not seen the king, but still he has seen the king because he knows the king is there. When all these indicating marks, sanketa are there, king is there. Iti bhavati shabda prayoga. So even though you do not see the king, you still say that I have seen the king. Now this is a notion. Even though you do not know yourself, you say that I know myself. Because in this particular instance, because of ignorance that the body etc. is taken to be self, therefore I claim that I know myself. So that word self is only used for the sena, which is body and mind and sense organ. That's what the word self is used right now. That's all I see. The true self is all behind, hidden behind the identification, not hidden in that sense. The Atma cannot be hidden in a primary sense, but it is hidden for all practical purposes. What hides the Atma is the notion that I am Shvetaketu. That hides the Atma. So what is in front of me is a rope, and what hides the rope from my cognition is, this is a snake. That notion that is a snake hides the rope from me. So the notion that I am Shvetaketu hides the true self from me. So just as in the case of king is really literally hidden. Behind is all these indicatory marks. In this case, the Atma is hidden, not literally because Atma is self-revealing, but it's still hidden for all practical purposes because of the notion that I am Shvetaketu. But still, the Shabdo Prayogo Bhavati, I know myself. So without knowing the true self, I still claim that I know myself, just as without having seen the king, he says, I have seen the king. Tatra koso Raja, then you ask, how does the Raja look like? So, how does the king look like? Then he has to remove all the chhatra and stuff like that. So then, Raja Vishesha Nirupanayam. So, what is, when you want to locate the king specifically, yes, who is the king? Then, Drushyamana Itara Pratyakhyane. This Sena is not Raja. The army is not the king. The chhatra, the umbrella is not the king. The pataka is not the king. The dhwaja is not the king. The flag is not the king. The banner is not the king. So, when then you are questioned here, what's the name? How does the king look like? Then you have to eliminate all those things. Pratyakhyayama, pratyakhyane. So all those things which are hiding the king, which are not the king, so when they are dropped, given up, Anyasmin, what Adrushyamane be. Now that is, says the Tika, Purvam Visheshta Adrushyamane. If a Raja is not seen, then of course you can never know the Raja. But Adrushyamane Purvasmin Adrushyamane. The king that was not seen before because of all these things that were hiding the king, when all those things are removed, then Rajani, Raja Pratitir Bhavet. Then one gains a knowledge, this is the Raja. So says the Tika, Tatra Naisha Rajayati Mukhatah Pratyakhyanam Iduntu Vyapakatoktyaarthaditi Vishesha. In case of this example, Naisha Raja, this is not Raja, this is not Raja, this is not Raja. Mukhatah means by words you eliminate what Raja is not. Or in primary sense you eliminate what Raja is not. And that's how Raja Pratitir Bhavet. So you've seen Raja with paraphernalia. But what is specifically, how does the king specifically look like? Then all paraphernalia has to be removed, and then only you know the king without paraphernalia as the king is. So today also you say that I know myself. What is the specific nature of you? Then I eliminate what I am not, and that's how the true nature of the self becomes revealed. So it involves a process of pratyakhyanam. Meaning, Bhashyakara says that it involves the process of giving up what is not the true meaning of that word. The word Atma has a meaning. And right now I have taken for granted the body itself as Atma, even though they are not the meaning of the word Atma. But so far, I have accepted them as Atma. So when I am cornered, I say, what do you mean by Atma? What do you mean by you? What is you? You is the abiding reality about you that never lets you down, always faithful to you, always goes with you. Does this body go with you in the sleep? Does the mind go with you in this? Does it ever accompany you? Is it faithful to you? Is it reliable? No. So what always remains with you is your true nature. And whatever else is there is only incidental. Since this is a union of what is essential and the incidental has to. So in case of king also, all the paraphernalia is incidental. The king is the essential. All the body, mind, etc. is all incidental. The Sat is the essential. So when the incidental is given up, then the essential is known. In that case, it is seen through your eyes. In this case, it is seen as your own self. The Tika said here, Drishyamana agre ragnahitare tat pratyakhyana ityartha. So, vyavahita adrishyamanepi, then, so, drishyamana itara pratyakhyane. By giving up what is drishyamana, what is seen. What is it? Drishyamana agre ragnahitare, what is seen in the front, but other than the king, so when that is given up. Okay. So Anandagiri says, Atmana mukhya vritya mantra prakashyatva abhave phalitamaha. Thus, the mantra Atma eva adhastad, etc. Even that mantra. Divyo himurta purusha, even that mantra also. Mukhya vritya mantra prakashyatva abhave. Mukhya vritya, in a primary sense, in literal sense, those mantras or words, they do not reveal Atma, is now explained by Bhashyakara. So, phalitamaha, what does it mean? So now we can understand what says Narada says, mantra videvaham asmi natu atma vedite. So tasmat, or you can say, upasamharati, Bhashyakara concludes with tasmat. So Bhashyakara says, tasmat soham mantravida karmvid evasmi. Tasmat, because of tasmat. So yasmat atmana mukhya vritya mantra prakashatva abhava. Since the word, the Atma cannot be revealed in a primary sense by the mantra, by the passages of the Vedas, therefore, Soham mantravit, I am only mantravit. I know only the literal meaning of these passages. I do not know what is the intended meaning. That's what says. So how says Narada is very perceptive about what he knows and what he does not know. It's very clear to him. He is a very enlightened student who knows what he knows and knows what he does not know. So very important is to know what I do not know. That is when I become a jignasu. So jignasa arises when something is known in general but not known in particular. So I know Atma is. That says Narada knows. How does he know? Tarti shokam atma vedati shrutam hi etat bhavadrashebhyah. The knower of the self so becomes free from grief. So that he knows that there is an Atma, knowing which one becomes free from grief. I also known the Atma, but I have not become free from grief. Therefore, I have known, but I have not known. So something I have known and something I have not known. The Vishishta Atma I have known in our technical language, but Nirupadika Atma is not known. So even though I know that these passages of Vedas reveal Atma, and had I known Atma, I would have been free from all the grief. The fact that I am not free from grief means that I have not known the Atma that is revealed by the Vedas. And so that is what I want to know. So literal meaning I know, but the true meaning I do not know. So mantra vedevasmi na atma vediti. That's what Bhashyakara explained in all this long discussion. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmedi Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om.